Welcome to the Mystery Pathway. Imagine this. It's 1981, a peaceful mountain community. Then a gruesome discovery rocks the quiet town of Keddie, California. Inside Cabin 28, a family lies shattered. 3 members brutally murdered. A 12-year-old girl is missing. The scene is horrific. It's a puzzle that has baffled investigators for decades. This is the story of the KeddieCabin murders. This wasn't a random act of violence. The killers were deliberate. They bound and stabbed their victims with a brutal ferocity. Yet strangely, they left behind very few clues. The crime scene was chaotic, but certain elements were eerily undisturbed. Some things just didn't add up. This case is a chilling reminder that darkness can lurk even in the most unexpected places. It's a story of a family torn apart and a community forever scarred. The KeddieCabin murders continue to haunt us. They are a chilling testament to the fact that some mysteries may never be solved. Sue Sharp was looking for a fresh start. Recently divorced, she packed up her 5 children and moved to Keddie, California. It was a small, remote town nestled in the Plumas National Forest. Life in Keddie was quiet, a stark contrast to the Sharps' previous life. They settled into Cabin 28 at the Keddie Resort. The resort was a popular spot for families looking for affordable vacations. The kids quickly adapted to their new surroundings. They spent their days exploring the woods and making new friends. Life in Keddie seemed idyllic, but beneath the surface, darkness was brewing. The evening of April 11, 1981, started like any other. Sue had given her 12-year-old daughter, Tina, permission to have a sleepover with a friend in the same cabin complex. The younger children, John, Greg, and Ricky, were at home, along with their friend Justin. As the evening wore on and the adults in the cabin next door socialized, no one could have predicted the horror that was about to unfold. The following morning, Sheila Sharp, Sue's eldest daughter, returned home after a night out. Nothing could have prepared her for the sight that awaited her. The door of Cabin 28 was ajar. Stepping inside, she was met with a scene of unimaginable horror. Her mother, Sue, her brother John, and his friend Dana were dead. They had been bound, gagged, and brutally murdered. Young Ricky was found alive but traumatized. He had witnessed the entire ordeal. Section 4. Roadblocks and Dead Ends. The investigation into the KeddieCabin murders was flawed from the start. The crime scene was poorly secured. Crucial evidence was mishandled or overlooked. The small-town sheriff's department was ill-equipped to handle such a complex case. The lack of resources and experience hampered their efforts, leading to a series of missteps. Adding to the confusion, witness statements were often contradictory or unreliable. The trauma of that night clouded the memories of those who had been present. Some witnesses claimed to have seen a group of men leaving the cabin around the time of the murders. Others reported hearing strange noises but dismissed them as nothing unusual. The physical evidence was just as perplexing. While a hammer and knives were recovered from the scene, no fingerprints were found on the murder weapons. Despite the gruesome nature of the murders, there was a curious lack of blood splatter, suggesting that the bodies might have been moved after the initial attack. Section 5. Whispers in the Woods. Over the years, several theories have emerged, each more chilling than the last. Some believe the murders were a drug deal gone wrong. Others suspect a connection to organized crime. Rumors spread like wildfire through the small community. Each whisper added another layer to the mystery. One of the most prominent suspects was Martin Smart, a Vietnam War veteran with a history of violence. Smart lived near the Sharps and had been known to make threats against the family. He reportedly admitted to the murders in a letter to his therapist. However, he was never charged due to a lack of concrete evidence. Another theory suggests that the murders were a revenge killing, possibly linked to Sue Sharp's ex-husband. However, this theory has never been substantiated. The lack of a clear motive and the passage of time have only deepened the mystery.